Welcome to the Moneyline Podcast.
Courtesy of DJ AJ. DJ AJ.
Live.
Welcome to the Moneyline
Oh
Podcast.
man, thank you guys. Welcome to another episode of the Moneyline Podcast. It's a very special podcast because one, it's the last of the year, but two, we have three guests on today, and I cannot wait to hear them go.
Orgy.
Oh, hold on.
Yay.
Wrong podcast.
We realize you're the only female here.
Oh shit!
What kind of shit?
What did I sign up for? Hell no!
She is Asian.
Great
That's
setup.
fucked
I just fired
up.
myself on the podcast.
Fucked up.
We have two Moneyline Podcast.
To be the
vets.
quickest podcast
No editing.
Nestor Martinez. Thank you for coming back on, Nestor.
Thank you for
Celine
having me.
Fernandez, thank you for coming back on. Appreciate
Definitely.
it. And we have a newbie here, David Garcia.
Thanks for the invite. Sorry for the
Which-
cancellations in the past, and thanks for the welcome.
You are on the hot seat today, sir. So the whole point of this podcast is two things. We are intrigued by how people make money, and we talk about sports, and we talk about bets, and whether or not we're going to take the bet. What do we think is a good bet, and go from there.
Sounds good. I like all those things. So
So that being said, please, for all two people listening, can you tell us what you do for a living?
sure, I do the same thing you do. I'm a personal injury lawyer. Been doing it since 2015.
Okay.
I take that back. 2015. It's actually 2010. I've been doing it 15 years now. I've been doing it on my own since 2015. So this was the 10-year anniversary of my firm.
I don't blame you for not counting the first 5 years.
I agree. But no, I do personal injury, primarily focused down southeast in Deer Park. That's where I'm from. But I did branch out to Spring. Hopefully that can.
Please tell everybody about your firm, DAG.
Sure. DAG, those are my initials, David Aziel Garcia. if anyone's
Aziel.
A lot of my friends call me DAG. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago that started. Actually, a lady named Hilda Cibrian. I don't know if you know who she is.
We love that's a Hilda.
She's the one that started calling me DAG, and it stuck. Now all my staff calls me DAG. My friends call me
The
DAG.
Deer Park Dagger.
And
Whoa! I think you need some
I
royalties
had,
on
I had
that.
to create
Nice.
something, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at, this is actually my logo right here.
Nice.
It has a dagger in it. So
It looks
you
like
can
the
see
scales,
how
right?
it's with the scales. So
Like it.
I
Deer
like
Park
it. I like
dagger.
it.
That's it works down there. Doesn't really work in the Houston area, but all the high school kids down there in Deer Park,
Hey
they
man,
dig
Deer
it.
Park, there's a lot of money over there with all
Yep.
those refineries and everything. So
That's
Joe.
true. Yeah. So
I get it, man.
DAG, those are my initials. Been doing it for a while now, and I'm up in Spring now as well. I don't know if anyone knows that, but
You're not up in Spring, bro. Your
You'll see-
billboard
you'll
is
see.
up. Your billboard is in Spring, which is a Photoshop of all Photoshop photo of you.
Unbelievable.
It's,
Unbelievable.
and you have to drive by that daily.
I see it every day. It's
I mean,
unbelievable.
that is
it
a
is
2015
bad.
photo. That's a 2015 photo.
2015.
It doesn't cost that much to update your vinyl, bro. You know, it's like $1,500.
It's the digital one. It could be replaced at any time.
Oh wow!
It's
It's from 10 years ago.
It's so filtered.
it's 10
It's like,
years old.
wow, what a new. I didn't know about this new influencer.
honestly, if I didn't know him or what he did, I would just be like, that dude's selling Sunset. Like it is Botox.
Not the word.
It is as homosexual as that photo gets.
I've been told I look younger now than 10 years ago. Everybody needs to relax.
He's in his football gear. He's holding his
No, I love that. I think it's one of the big misconceptions that a lot of people have in this town. For some reason, and I didn't know this, but in a lot of different cities, competitors in other cities, like attorney competitors, are not friends. It's weird. I think everybody that I know here, who's a lot, I mean, most of who are my friends are technically competitors, but I think you feel the same way. There's just so much money to be made.
Yeah, this is a big town, big city. There's
Yeah.
plenty of cases, plenty of business to go around. I don't have competitors. I have friends. Like,
Yeah.
we do the same thing. We're friends. We go hang out, do whatever we want. I focus myself in Deer Park.
Yeah.
I get a lot of business down
Oh, I
there,
think we're
but
putting up a new billboard.
in Deer Park. What's funny about Deer Park, there are no billboards,
Oh,
Really?
except on 225 right by the planes. Right.
So is that an ordinance, a city ordinance? Or
Deer Park City Ordinance. There's only like the grandfathered in ones,
That's
which
interesting.
I have one of.
Wow.
But yeah, if you go down Deer Park Center Street, that's the main street down
basically
there.
saying you can't touch him out there.
Yeah.
He's not touchable out there.
Yeah, but you don't want to really be a billboard lawyer.
No,
I mean, that's
no.
not.
To be honest, I didn't even know that one in Spring had gone up.
Oh, sure.
So your clients don't
You
get to
didn't
see your
approve that
influencer
picture.
side, right? The influencer, filter
It
influencer
did not
side.
hit his dad.
So yeah, I mean, all the PI friends that I have, they're like true friends.
Yeah.
We don't. I mean, we talk about business, but we don't get in each other's business.
Yeah.
We don't interfere. Plenty of business to go around.
We ask people this all the time. What is it that you wish more people knew about your industry that they don't, that the common layperson doesn't?
Well, there's a lot more work that goes into it than most people would assume. We have to have the proper team in place to make sure that these cases are worked properly. That's probably the most important thing. If you don't have the right people in place, your clients are going to start calling too much, getting angry. So we do a lot on the back end to make sure that we have the proper teams to effectively and efficiently work through your case so that it doesn't last the 1 to 2 years that most people think these cases last. If we can efficiently get it resolved more quickly, that's the goal. But let us do our job, right?
Yeah.
And we set the teams up in place to make it work quickly.
And the one thing they probably don't realize is probably how long it took you to get that proper team in place.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't happen overnight.
For a while,
Like,
probably just you.
Yeah, I mean, when I
Yeah.
first started, I remember I had my first employee a year in. I was doing everything.
You're answering the phone.
Right.
Let me Chris read the intake.
I changed my voice.
Change the octave.
Let me speak with your manager.
Yeah.
Hold on for a second.
So I did all that for a year by myself before I was able to hire my first assistant. But then you got to know that assistant, learn what she's good at, what her history has been. Is she a good case manager? What she know about the medical on these personal injury cases, and then slowly build from there. So now I have a team of 9. I kind of know what they're good at, what they're not good at, and who the medical case managers should be versus shouldn't be, right? But it takes a long time to figure out who's in the right spots for these personal injury cases.
Those growing pains are hard. You know it.
Now tell them about your other business, or should I tell them?
Now go for
His
it.
other business is
Once
called,
a year.
His other business is called Damex. And and that means that whenever you're behind in American Express, you call him to play golf, and then you get caught up in American Express.
Okay, listen. We're not,
And it's got a special feature button
Yeah.
when you push it,
Yeah,
you can buy squares. Super Bowl squares is the additive.
I wasn't going to call it.
love
That's
those
the third.
squares,
I wasn't
too.
going to talk about that one.
we won't get into specifics of what I call the Carlton Woods massacre. But there's 3 of the 5 members of the Carlton Woods massacre in this room. We can talk about it some other time. But
Edit, please.
It paid for the.
Fuck you.
That's paid for my Amex bill for like 3-4 months. So if they want to talk dirty like that, we can talk
Fuck you.
about the
Please
Carlton
cut,
Woods
please cut.
massacre.
I hope they cut that out. Fuck you.
Research that.
Is it on Google?
It should be.
The Wikipedia, right?
It was the equivalent to like a kid who's never ridden a bike before beating a pro BMXer in a race. Like it was
exactly
it
what
was
it
like
was.
that. And it happened and we witnessed it and
And we cash checks.
he had
Appalachian State against Michigan or whatever.
that's exactly what happened, man.
Oh my God!
That's exactly what
Did
happened.
that happen this recently?
No, it's
2024, I believe.
That's how long we've been hearing about
January 2024.
Wow.
Oh, you might see.
Your wins, Dad. You're good.
it. Hey, but
He
we're due.
remembers. That's
We're
how
due for another round.
significant that's how significant it is. He remembers the date.
We're due for another round.
Oh, yeah, I do
January
remember.
2024.
He remembers it over his wedding anniversary.
But I got it back. I got it back in Bahamas. I got it back in Lajitas. I got it back from you. You know that.
Now you need about 5 more.
But yes, his other
This-
business is legit. Damex.
To the editors, please disregard the second business part of this show. Edit it out.
Ness like, sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, my bad.
It happened in Bahamas. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
So David, quickly, what is it that frustrates? And I know there's countless things, but What is it that frustrates you about your business that you wish more people knew?
That actually goes back to what I was talking about. What frustrates me is when I don't feel like I have enough staff, right? Because the business is growing quickly. I should hire more staff, and I'm going to have to. But that's really what frustrates me the most is knowing I'm growing, but not knowing if I'm prepared to hire more staff, et cetera, especially having a second office.
Scaling?
Yeah. So really, not the unknown really for me is not knowing how to grow yet. I know I'm growing significantly, but that's why I have guys and friends in our industry to mentor me. I still consider myself young.
Yeah.
But I still look up to some of our PI friends
Yeah.
to help me out with some of these things because the growth it's great, but if I'm not doing it properly, I better figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to figure out like where you're efficient or your inefficiencies, or like, are we doing everything right? Can we be more efficient? Do I really need to hire more people? Or
We're always restructuring.
yeah,
in
we're
order
like,
to
okay, like
keep
how,
efficiency.
who's, like you said, who's good at what? Like case management, caseload, like what, like a general manager, right? You're trying to put people in the right position to
I gotta say
excel.
something. For the one guy in this room that's not in y'all's industry, explain to me what the fuck y'all are talking about, because I get hurt, I bring the case to you. What the fuck's complicated about it? Like, what am I missing?
That's a good question.
Like, I'm not being ignorant about it, but I'm also not, like, I don't know. Like, how does it go?
I think the best
Case it, so you already know you could have a plethora of people that you would call and they're already
Correct.
in it. But say you're a lay person that just is cold calling attorneys, or I got referred to you and whatnot.
I'm the one injured, and
You're
I'm
the one
calling
injured,
random.
and you're like, you have no idea where to even start. You have Vince and Ray would be the first person that you're talking to, right? And how they talk to you and how they explain to you of the process of what's going on is going to make you better understand the situation and make you feel comfortable in signing up with our firm. And they kind of lay it all out there for you. And then once they're done with you, they're passing you on to the case manager, who is making sure that you do your treatment
hands-on
process.
person.
Hands-on person. They're contacting insurance companies, your doctors, everything to make sure that is aligning smoothly. At the same time,
Well, hold on. Is that one person? Because you just put like 2 layers there.
there-
That's one person.
that's already been 2 layers, right? That's 2
Yeah.
different departments that
Yeah.
you've already touched.
Yeah.
At that same time, if you went to the hospital, you're already seeing, you already have medical records out there that take a long time to get in. That's a different department that's calling that in to make it efficient, to
retrieve
make
medical
sure that
records.
we're getting your medical records so that we have those when your demand is ready.
So if I've already been hurt and I go to the hospital, EMS takes me there. I'm 2 nights in there, whatever have you. I'm a week out, and then I'm like, all right, finally I can call an attorney and figure this out.
A week out.
All that work that's been done is basically salvaged.
So you
Y'all
probably
can-
already have 5 bills from 5 different providers at that point.
I mean, you went to the
Already.
You probably went to the hospital in
Somebody has to get
ambulance.
those.
ambulance.
Yeah.
Ambulance.
ER physician, ER room, radiology.
I
You got
technically
all
owe
that.
it, but it's on the it's a bill.
It's a
Like,
bill. Yeah.
Coming from the medical field, that work with a lot of my business does a lot of work with personal injury law firms. The best way to describe it is these guys have to babysit providers, and that's one of the most frustrating.
Medical
Babysit
providers.
medical providers, right? For example, if you get into a pretty severe injury, you're probably going to have 10 to 20 different medical providers. Imagine having to get medical records from,
Every single one.
and bills from 10, 15, 20 different providers.
Yeah.
And they don't. You can't sit there and resolve the case for your client. You're sitting there calling the law firm and say, "Hey, where's my money? Where's my money? What's my money?" And you still gathering, babysitting.
Well, you're
providers,
like building
gathering
your
records.
the profile of your
And-
case from beginning to end,
Right.
and categorizing them all and putting them in chronological order, so that when you send a demand letter to the insurance company, they have all the evidence that they need
Yes.
to show them this. And then you have negotiators, and then David's stepping in to make phone calls with those adjusters, and then hopefully settling your case, and then reducing those bills in the hopes to make your recovery better. And then if that doesn't work, having to file a lawsuit, and
that's
someone, a
when it's
paralegal, has to enter and work. And so
Got
you
it.
have to have the specific person for each task that can effectively and efficiently work each of those.
All the while you're going through the entire process I'm hurting here, my back's still hurting. I got my neck here. I'm like, and you're going to treatment. Yeah, that's how I relate to my clients. Yeah. And so you're going through that for a month, 3 months, 6 months, and you're like, man, I'm still hurting. We're managing your treatment. We're approving. We're saying, hey, this is how much coverage is in the insurance policy because we're having that communication with the adjusters, and we have to facilitate and manage the process so that you're never in a bad spot. We always got to protect your interest and make sure that you come out in the green.
Your car's totaled and you're needing to get
What's
that.
going on with my property damage?
All
I haven't heard from you guys. I'm still hurt. I need to go to see another doctor, and it's a lot of moving parts.
And then imagine if one of the 15 medical providers sold to another someone else or close. To get that record it's
worse
Oh my
than
God,
that.
that's the
You
worst.
have to go to trial,
What's
and
that?
you have
It's
to.
the worst. Trying to get
subpoena
those.
act of
these-
Congress to get that record that you need.
But
Yeah.
subpoena these doctors to come testify on your behalf. They
Saying
have
you're
to show up
legitimately
in
hurt.
court, and they're not there anymore.
So, as the ignorant one in the room, I'm guessing it's a year before I would see any money.
Oh,
We think a 6-month case is a complete win.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
And
depends on the
that's-
severity of your injury,
Of course,
and
yeah.
the length of your treatment.
yeah, and that's no. That's
That
no,
could go-
that's
that could
no
be ongoing.
litigation.
Yes.
In my field, about less than 10% of cases I get checks within 6 months. I'm gonna say about 60% under 18 months,
Yeah.
and then from there on.
Oh, wow.
And then I have 10 or
5
15% of cases that could be 3, 4, 5 years.
So, what if I tell you, Dag, I'll go with you, but I'm not going to wait a year? You have to
No
float
guarantee.
me?
I'm going to tell you.
You have to
one,
float me?
I,
No, I'm saying, like, if
Damex.
like, how does that? I didn't mean to.
You gonna float me?
I didn't. No, well, I mean,
it's not golf, bro. This is personal injury. Personal injury. We're not talking Damex right
look,
now.
it's a real question. I mean,
one thing I'll tell my clients at the beginning of the case is the case lasts as long as it needs to. Meaning, if it takes you a year to get better, then it has to take you
At least
a year, right?
More than a year.
because you're still
Figure your
collecting
job.
medical
Well,
bills.
I don't know your damages until you're done treating,
Yeah.
right? I don't have a black and white number of what your medical bills are until you're done treating. So I'll tell my clients, I know this ain't a 2-month deal. Like this takes as long as it needs to till you're better.
Yeah.
Once you're better, and I have doctor's records indicating that you're not going to need future surgeries, or you might need future surgeries, things like that. Then I can build your damage model to be
Got
able to deal with the insurance company
Got it.
accordingly.
There's just a lot of moving parts, Salim.
And every case, like we say, is different. There are some that we've settled in 3 months that are just like, they were totaled. They have a $150,000 hospital bill, and there's only $100,000 in the policy, and the insurance is like,
Or
I'll settle it
30,000.
right away,
Like,
right? And so we can settle that right then and there.
But
You're
y'all's
done.
goal is to always settle. It's not to go to trial and drag it out.
You never want to go to trial.
yeah.
It's always settled.
Trial is the ultimate crapshoot. It really
But
is.
the silver lining of that is the other side doesn't want to go to trial either.
Yeah.
So
And the clients don't want to go to trial.
yeah,
And y'all always get the plaintiff. Or be called the plaintiff, right?
Correct.
The injured party.
I have a question for actually both of you, and it's just something that I've observed, and I didn't know if you guys had observed it either. On your end, Dag, have you seen a
Are
change?
we calling him Dag now?
I've always called him Dagger, the Dagger. So,
Call me what you want.
have you seen a change in the dynamic on how you're getting cases, or how hard it is to get quality cases, and 2, are you seeing anything on your end where it's evolving in the past 2 years from the volume of cases or the quality of cases that are coming in
Like the difference between the volume of cases and the quality of
in the
cases.
past 2 years?
Well, who's answering first?
I'll go
You
first.
first.
So now that I'm 15 years in, right? Is that
That's
we
what you
said?
said.
That's just,
Especially in the part of town I'm in, Deer Park, Pasadena, LaPorte area, Clear Lake. A lot of those, the best kind of client is the repeat customer. Not necessarily the same client, but friends and family of people that you've helped in the past.
Referrals.
And those types of referrals have increased significantly. That's probably predominantly the majority of my cases now is what I'll call repeats.
Okay.
But which are the best. That means my model's working, my marketing down in that area is working. So that's primarily how I get my cases now.
Okay. So you really haven't seen, and for us, so we've seen I'll give you like an example for us in the past 2 years. We have our cases come from a variety of different places, but we've seen, and we practice kind of nationally. But we've seen a kind of an evolution of the size of the cases we're getting now. We're not getting as many big cases, but we're getting more medium cases, if that makes sense. And I don't know. I think it's technology. I think a lot of it is a lot of people. There's a lot more competition. It's a bunch of different things, but it's something that we've noticed a huge difference in the past 2 years. I think laws changed in other states. People are moving over here because they see greener pastures, but I'm not really sure.
Hills and valleys too.
Yeah.
You know, every year is different. One year we're signing, 10 huge ones, and 1 year we're not, and they just equalize.
So I love the question because I've seen since a significantly increased amount of volume over the last 3 or 4 years, probably due to people after COVID moving here to Texas and
not knowing how to drive in Texas.
yes, and but definitely seeing the quality of I'm going to say not the quality of cases, but the quality of payments to medical providers. Mm-hmm. Okay,
interesting.
So yes, and I had to think about your question because I do see the average payment reduce significantly. And I think it's something.
I think it's the value of settlement. How adjusters are settling.
Thankfully for you two guys, that doesn't apply. This doesn't apply. But we'll talk after the podcast. No, I think there's a lot of new law firms coming in trying to do personal injury that did immigration, and now they're doing personal injury that they don't really know how to work a case properly on the legal side. And there's and so they leave money on the table, right?
Oh yeah.
And then the providers, everybody gets hurt, right? So the less money you collect, less money the law firm gets, the less money the client gets, less money the providers get, and all that, right? In the same sentence, there's a lot of law firms that settle cases prematurely and leave a lot of money on the table because, a case that if these two guys had, they could potentially bring in $300,000, and then, you have somebody that is probably hurting for cash flow because they're new and they get $120,000-$130,000 offer, and all of a sudden they say, well, settle it.
Yeah.
I get 33 a third or 40% of that, and they just say settle it and leave so much money on the table.
A lot of meat on that bone.
Somebody could make an argument that could potentially
malpractice.
legal malpractice.
A lot of times clients, though, too, are like, I'm done. I want to be done. I don't want to treat anymore. I want this behind me. And
I just want to be
we're
done.
trying to say, hey, 2 years from now, and we get a lot
We
of
can
calls
do more.
that are like,
Yes.
I settled my case.
Correct.
It's been a year, but I feel like I wasn't fully healed. Well, you took the easy money.
It's true, but based on his question, that's always been the case. That's something not in the last 2 years. It's always been the case. I think that the reduction in payments and settlements and all that is in my opinion, poor quality of legal work out there. So
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I think you're right. It's the younger attorneys that
asked
are
me a
just like,
question.
you know what? Low hanging fruit. Offer, quick money. I need it. Let's take it.
Correct.
Client can be whatever, happy or
Somewhat
whatever.
happy,
And they move on. And that's a lot of people's business models, I think.
One of the things that's always bothered me is whenever we get the call from a client, he's like, man, the same thing happened to my friend and he got $1 million. And I'm like,
The most difficult clients are the ones that have been through
That
it
have
before.
friends.
yeah.
The
No,
ones that
yeah,
have been through it
those, yeah.
before,
Yeah.
and they have a result that they were happy with, but this is a completely different case that we have. Different injuries, different insurance policies, different timeline, and they tell us what their expectations were based on past experiences.
Yeah.
And that's not how it's going to be.
Yeah.
You can tell every
Got
client.
hit by a UPS truck last time. This
Right,
is what it
yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
a 1998 Corolla.
Yeah.
On a Fred Lloyd policy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, on to the fun stuff, my friends.
Yes.
We got a big weekend of sports.
Bro, there's 10 dudes in here.
AJ, Kelly, take it off.
The only girl in here is taking it.
We need this.
Oh, we have a huge
there any ice
weekend. We do
Yes.
have ice. The college football playoff starts this weekend. It's the first year for the 12 team playoff. Is that right?
And they still fucked it up.
Yeah.
No, last year was 12, wasn't it?
know.
You know.
They did.
I want to briefly touch on that.
Yeah,
Does everyone in
I
here
hate it.
unanimously think they fucked it up?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I
hold
don't
on.
think just because.
Nestor thinks that they should have put UT in.
No.
So does
I do. Before James Madison or Tulane.
But Notre Dame.
It's
Okay, Notre Dame over UT, sure, but when
Not
you-
Tulane or James
And-
Madison.
You know, I get it for the committee. It's a hard decision. There are hard decisions to make. But I don't think just because you win your conference championship gets you an automatic bid. I think that's bullshit.
Correct.
I'll let you speak. Obviously, I have a point of view on it as well, but they fucked it up.
They did. And I'll tell you why, and I'm not going to plagiarize, but I will. Nick Saban said it best. I thought that was the smartest comment he ever, smartest comment that I ever heard regarding the 12 team playoff. He said, there's 10 teams that have a certain criteria, which is quality of wins and quality of wins and strength of schedule.
Strength schedule, yeah.
Okay? And there's 2 teams that have another criteria,
Yeah.
which is James Madison and Tulane.
Yeah.
And I said, if you're going to have a 12-team playoff, it should be the same criteria for everybody. So if you apply, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Longhorn, but if you apply Nick Saban's smart comment in theory about 12 teams having the same criteria, you have Notre Dame 11 and Texas 12.
Yep.
So imagine Texas playing, Oregon, right? And how great of a game that would be. Imagine Notre Dame playing Ole Miss. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that.
It wouldn't be the 11 and 21 point spreads that they are right now.
Thank you. Exactly right. It'll be a very
Last
very,
year's Boise
and here-
was bullshit. Was
and
awful.
here's the other thing how I think they screwed it up. If I'm going to put a 12 game, the purpose of putting a 12 team playoff is to have as many teams compete for the national championship. Does anybody in this room thinks that James Madison and Tulane can win the national
No.
championship? Nobody.
No,
Nobody in
absolutely
America
not.
does unless you go to one of those 2 schools.
And even if they're fluke games, that's still
They're not going to win 4 fluke games.
right.
That would be fucking crazy if they did, though.
And you're like, never mind. Sorry.
Delete that podcast.
Aged
Great
badly.
selection, guys.
I'm going to put $100 on Tulane
I
tonight.
think I think those 2 things. It's the one that resonates to me the most. Like I really feel like you need to put the 12 best teams out there to compete
Correct.
against each other, and you don't have that right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
A couple things. One, I have a point of view from it because I played football at the University of Houston.
here
We
we
were
go.
conference.
Sal Bundy. Sal Bundy. What is it called? Paulo. What's his name? No, Sal Bundy. We call him Sal Bundy. We call him.
Oh, my God.
What do you?
Scored 4 touchdowns.
Where? What?
my
Okay, thank you.
my entire group of friends is still bitter that I out athletic them.
Oh, God.
So at the time that I played there, it was Conference USA. And I remember going through the process of like, man, you know what? It sucks. We'll never have an opportunity to truly play the best, even though if you went undefeated. And so I can kind of empathize with the smaller schools, kind of the mid-major guys, right?
But then we moved to a bigger conference.
But the point is that whoever the selection committee is or NCAA, however it got to that point, is they started at 4, right? It used to be 4.
Right.
And they had the justification to go to 12. I think there was a conversation briefly for 8, but then they went to 12. And if you're going to continue to expand this thing, you have to have criteria similar to what you're referencing to include the smaller conferences, because there are look, to Boise, they had a strength of schedule that was absolutely tough. To Tulane, they actually had a strength for their caliber of competition. But you'll never be able to truly replicate what happens in the SEC or the Big Ten. You'll never be able to do that, right? Those are 16 teams, 14 teams in those conferences that you'll never be able to duplicate. So the strength of schedule conversation really, to me, is pointless because, to your point, UT beat 3 of the top 10 teams.
That's correct.
Beat them.
By double digits.
By double. In any other sport, in any other sport, you do that. You can't. Then you throw your competition conversation out. So strength of schedule is irrelevant when you're trying to argue it when you have a case like the University of Texas. But when you have a team like Tulane who does really well, a team like North Texas who was actually in the hunt, a team like James Madison, God bless their heart, who did what they could do to be in their conference championship game, they have a realistic point of view of, hey, I should be at least in the conversation until they go to 16 teams, which is hopefully on the horizon. And you don't need a 3-week break like we've been having.
Yes.
And you don't need the first 2 weeks of the college football season that starts playing. I mean, Prairie View A&M versus. I mean, like you just don't need some of those earlier games. So if you're going to complain that the schedule's too long, then shorten it up on the front end, or allow a couple. You know, some of these teams had 2 bye weeks, which allowed them to truly expand their because you can't play back to back. I mean, that's tough.
Question. Do you think James Madison and
absolutely not
could win the championship?
Absolutely
Then
not.
why are they
no,
in there,
absolutely
right?
not.
You know what I mean?
They're only in there because they were forced to go to 12. If you were just going to keep this thing tight, keep it at 8, maybe keep it at 10. But
I would then say the same argument could be applied to any of the team. Every time you go to 12, there's always this 13th team that say, I should
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Well, that's what's going to happen when you get to 16.
Right.
Same thing's going to happen.
Why don't we make it 24?
The 17 and 18 are going to be like,
always be
what's up?
Another team.
My
James
personal
Madison and
vote is to
Tulane.
get rid of the bowl games and have a March Madness.
I couldn't disagree with you on that one. I think you would still end up with a James
NIT.
Madison or a
The NIT.
Yeah.
Not in the tournament.
I think you would still end up with a James Madison and a Tulane at the end of that conversation if you got rid of the bowl games because they would win again and they would have another argument. But you cannot have you can't have a bowl. What do you call it? A selection committee who's as fucked up as the ones that was this time. The dude from Baylor leaving on the 11th hour, and then Hunter Yurchek coming in to decide and be the deciding factor on. Well, there's already an SEC bias, and I love the SEC, and I totally believe. But then you're contrary to that argument. There's no better viewership than Notre Dame and Texas. So to keep them out, it contradicts the argument of it was political.
I would say if the reason Alabama's in it right now is because it's political. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't put them.
Nestor. Rebuttal.
Oh yeah, no, there shouldn't be an automatic bid. You get rid of
I
the
don't-
automatic bid,
get rid of
and you get the
automatic
best
bid.
12 teams. The committee should be able to put the 12 best teams, and I guarantee you that Notre Dame and Texas will be 11 and 12.
Yeah.
That's correct.
And you would really be looking forward
No
to
matter
Texas
the
playing at
losses.
Oregon.
No matter the
No
losses.
matter the losses.
No matter the losses.
No matter the losses, because if you look
No,
at
when you
Texas,
have Alabama
Texas
in there.
lost to Georgia and lost to
Florida.
Ohio State was
Florida.
number 1, and
On the
Georgia was
first game.
number
And Florida.
Georgia number
was
5.
number 3 or 5,
Three or
something like
five,
that.
yeah.
Top 5 teams for sure.
But they beat 3
I mean, they lost to
of the top
1
10
and 5.
teams also.
You know,
Correct.
There's never going to be a true argument to why some of the teams that were on the fringe got it over those two teams. Alabama almost got beat by Auburn.
It's about bringing the national championship.
At
They
some
can't-
point, though, like North Texas is going to go undefeated and get left out. Say they get to 12 teams, 16 teams.
because-
They
That's
might
fine.
get
If you told a North
undefeated
Texas team that you're not going to get a bowl game, but you're going to have an opportunity to be in the tournament, they would skip the bowl game in a heartbeat.
That's fine, but they're playing Deer Park High School, right?
See, now I take resentment to that. I take resentment to that. That's not cool.
Speaking of bowl games and Notre Dame, I agree Notre Dame should have been in the playoff. I think that was a home move that they backed out
I
like
don't
that.
think that's hoe at all. Good
I
for
think
them.
that's them protesting.
I get that. I completely get that, but they
You want to hoe us?
next year they're guaranteed to be in it if they want to. What
They heard-
is-
they heard-
all day.
I don't understand what.
If the
point
players-
is. You do
I'd like
realize
to hear from the seniors, the Notre Dame
Notre Dame
seniors.
has
Yeah, I get
a
it.
If the-
lock on a guaranteed bowl game for over 50 years. Did you know that? They don't get to. They don't get to argue about whether or not they get an automatic position. They're the only team in college football that had a guaranteed bowl game, no matter their
Just
record.
because they're not in a conference.
They're independent.
They're independent. So, but they were. That's what they guaranteed. Every year they get a bowl game.
Okay.
Look, I was never involved in a players-only meeting to decide something like that. But if the players decided like we're not going to participate in that, then I could totally, I can empathize with that. If that was the administration and the staff and the coaches saying we're not doing it, I definitely don't agree with that.
Right.
But
Agreed, because
But the players making that call, I can empathize with that. The truth is their argument is, well, we're not going to help you, ESPN, and your ratings, and give y'all, you're going to fuck us here, but we're going to be able to. No, I can empathize with that.
I get that.
They
If you
get
say it
paid
like
from
that,
those
I
bowl
understand
games.
that.
You do realize that, right? They're getting paid from the.
Well, the school gets it, but Notre Dame, but a school like Notre Dame and their endowment doesn't need that
Yeah,
shit.
they don't care with that. That endowment.
Catholic school, they're fine.
They don't need that.
Okay.
They don't need that. I mean, the basic economics. My last year went to the Hawaii Bowl game. We got $950,000. The University of Houston got $950,000 to go to the Hawaii Bowl, right? The Sheridan Hawaii Bowl. It cost us $1.2 million
to get there.
to go and produce it and fly and house. It cost us $1.2 million to go to that bowl game that we got $950,000 to go to. Now, for the University of Houston, that was a big deal, right? Being able to go to the bowl game, being on TV Christmas Day. It was awesome, right? Unfortunately, we're only really remembered by that game, if you remember it, by the big fight that took place after the game. It wasn't even about the two teams that were playing in the game. It was the two commercial break fight. It was the two commercial break fight that we were even famous for. So the truth is would we have the option, if we had the option to go to whatever the hell bowls in Louisiana Lafayette or New Orleans, we're taking that bowl because that bowl only cost us $200,000 to get to and to house and staff. And
what is this here? The Bayou City Bowl or something here? Right?
Chick-fil-A Bowl?
No, it's here. It's
no, Chick-fil-A's big bowl in Atlanta.
I think Houston plays LSU.
No, we play LSU in the Texas Bowl.
Texas.
Yeah, so that's now economically that's great for us.
Yeah.
But egotistically it sucks because we should have been in the Alamo Bowl game. University of Houston should have been in the Alamo Bowl game, or whatever they call it.
If you had
the Riverwalk Bowl.
Choice as a student player, you want to go play in the Alamo Bowl,
the Riverwalk
Bowl,
go
play in the Hawaii Bowl.
No, Hawaii Bowl all day long. As a player, you want to go to Hawaii Bowl. You want to get experience out of it. You want to get your swag bag. You want to go see the beaches.
Hawaii as opposed to
totally. And it was awesome and it was chaotic, just getting packed and trying to figure out who made the team, who's on the bus, where's your seat at on the flight. Like that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
But some of these bowl games that these guys are going through right now, they're losing their ass on. James Madison, they're going to make a big cut, but they have to split that amongst their conference. So they'll get probably a $4 or $5 million payday to be in that bowl game, but it goes to the conference split equally. So, of course, American Athletic Conference, Tulane, they're excited that they're going to such a big bowl game, playoff. They're going to get, I would have to look it up, but they're going to get a $2, $3, $4 million payday. But it gets split up amongst the teams in the American Athletic Conference.
I didn't know it was equally, though.
That's exactly how it works.
Let me ask you a question. You follow the Longhorns closely as I do. How many teams of the 12-team playoffs, how many teams can the Longhorns beat out of 12, in your opinion?
7, 8 of them.
Huh?
7, 8 of them.
Oh, okay.
So James Madison, Tulane. So
they lose maybe to Ohio State. They will obviously lose to Georgia and maybe another team.
I
mean, they already beat,
call me crazy.
Yeah, we beat 9 out of 12 teams. They should be.
Well, I wasn't that far off.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they beat the two stepchildren.
9 out of 12 teams. I'm a Longhorn, and I'm thinking 3 losses for sure. And Notre Dame will probably beat 6 or 7, probably 5 or 6 out of the teams in there. They should be in there. James Madison to Tulane.
They lose all of them.
Any of them.
I don't even know how to.
That's the point.
I don't even know how to.
You want parity, right?
How to. Yes. And it is a soap opera throughout the entire season to create the drama that's supposed to be at the end. Yeah. And then you got these two kids coming from backstage that had never even seen the set show up, and they're supposed to be marquee characters, right?
Band nerds.
But
speaking of
Quasimodo,
about those games.
Okay.
I'm gonna begin with the shitty games first.
Okay.
We got James
Define
Madison
shitty.
12-1 against Oregon 11-1. The spread is 20.5 points.
Oregon covering.
And the over-under is 45.5.
So what's the spread again? Sorry?
The spread is 20.5.
20.5.
against James Madison.
Against James Madison.
In Oregon. In Eugene.
They
Eugene.
beat him by 35.
Oregon wins by 30. And Oregon puts in their.
So they cover and the over?
They'll put in their second string by.
I think the over as well?
30. And
Over.
the other team just scores 14.
I don't know how good Oregon's defense is.
They're good.
They're good?
Yeah, they're good.
I'm going to go with Garcia.
Oregon's going to put in their second string by the third quarter.
Oh.
I don't know about that. That's a little extreme. I could see a 35-point win though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're saying that by 4 touchdowns, they're not going to put their second string defense in?
No, because I think that
They wanna
happens.
keep- they wanna
I think
keep
that happens
showing.
before the first half, probably the first part of the third quarter. And you're not going to pull your team out that early in the game.
Yeah, beginning of the fourth.
What?
They'll pull them out in the last 5 minutes of the game.
I disagree with that. And that's why the line is where it's at. When you have a 20.5, 13.5, 6.5, Vegas is begging you to take the hook to bet the minus 6.5, minus 13.5, minus 20.5. I'm going to pick James Madison
To cover?
to cover. And the only reason I'm picking him to cover is because of that reason. This is a not just a bowl
Yeah,
game
pick up
that
trash
ends.
points.
They need their starters to be rested for the next game, and I think they'll pull them off. They have a 30-point win, or 30-point lead in late third quarter. They're going to pull them off, and that's what I feel. That's what Vegas. Listen, I don't know anything about James Madison, right?
Literally.
Anybody
That
does.
makes
Where's it at?
plus
Where's
20 and a
James
half, plus 20.
No. Where's James
Madison is in,
Madison?
like,
It's in
No, Virginia.
DC, Virginia, East Coast.
Plus 20.
That's
and
a
half,
long flight
you know?
too.
So
And
so
I'm glad
No,
he
I think they're
started the
second
segment.
teamers.
I'm glad he started the question with a shitty game first. That just proves everything we saw at the committee effed up, right? You know what I mean?
But-
like, as soon as you say shitty game, you shouldn't have to say shitty game on a 12
Yeah,
team.
right.
Yes.
You're right.
But here's contrary to your point of view. You're saying they're going to be out of there by the third quarter. I don't know when you said those guys are going to be out of there. That team, Oregon, has been off for 3 weeks by the time that game gets going. Okay? They have put together an offensive game plan, a defensive game plan that they have to execute. You can't execute that in 50 plays. Okay? It's going to take you to play 60, 70. That puts you in the fourth quarter to be able to execute that. Now, if you do what you're supposed to do as an offensive team like Oregon is, and we know they always are, they can put up points really quick. They will be up 38, 40 points at one point in that game. Now, if James Madison has the capability to come in there and score another 20 on them to do a backdoor cover, like you're saying, that's a different conversation. I don't think the defense is going to give that up.
The line is too low. They're begging you to take Oregon. Now, I'm not sure why, but if I was betting, I don't care about either one of those two teams. I don't never follow any of those one two teams. I'm
Shit.
betting what the line is.
There's a
That's
group
what
that
I
would
would-
argue that line is too high.
Huh?
There's a group that would argue that line's too high.
He says if I was
There's a
betting.
lot on that. There's a lot of conversation.
Yeah,
I would say,
there's so many
I,
layers
actually,
to this
I'd have to agree with the next step theory of Nestor. I would say they have to play another game. They're not going to risk their starters. If you're up 4 touchdowns, which they will be at the end of the second, at the start of the second.
But the question becomes,
All they have to, you just 1 point.
the
They don't
question
give a shit.
becomes, are their second teamers, Oregon second teamers, better than James Madison's first?
Yeah.
First team, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
then
Yes.
Yeah.
So by logic, they would sit them, and yes, they would let them score points. So I would definitely say the overs. You're going to be 45 points scored, easy. And then I would say definitely maybe they cover.
There is no drop off at a school like Oregon, at a school like Alabama. There's no drop off from first team to second team. Zero drop off. And the second teamers that will come out for Oregon onto the
gonna
field
want it.
are going to be still 2 or 3 stars better than what James Madison has to offer. So
And they're gonna be hungry.
I wouldn't get confused. There is 40 guys on offense and 40 guys on defense that they have to play because they know they got to go 3 more wins.
You
I think-
mentioned Oregon having 3 weeks of rest. James Madison has 3 weeks of rest. How come you don't mention that?
James Madison only has 1 on the depth chart.
What's that?
James Madison only has 1 on the depth chart. They got their best DN. They got their best linebacker. The guy that's backing up the best linebacker wouldn't even make the team.
3-week bond.
That's me and David out there.
You don't expect them to win.
I'm
That's
sorry.
my point.
Actually, it's funny. Our buddy actually
Probably
started
Dad.
as quarterback for James Madison whenever we graduated high school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, plain and simple. When you have depth and you lean on a team all game, offensive line and defensive line, when you lean on them and lean on them and lean on them, man, and you impose your will, those smaller schools don't have the ability to adjust. There's just nothing they can do.
Replenish.
There's just nothing they can do. There's no fresh legs.
Who's going to actually watch this game?
I will.
We all are.
I will.
Watch
There's
it.
nothing to
I'll
do.
watch it, yeah.
What else is there to do?
Vinny, Lou, what are your thoughts?
is that game?
Quick.
No, I said Oregon covering all day.
Oregon
Yes,
covering.
I get
Lou?
Yeah, Oregon covering.
Wait, what did I say? That said J.
I went
You
to
said James Madison.
He thinks James Madison has a backdoor cover.
It's Saturday night.
I'm glad. It's not,
Okay.
I like his logic. I like the layers.
No, I understand. Yeah, it's very.
I would say the overs are a lot.
It's
I'm not gonna.
That,
What is it?
we're going to check it all
What's the
next
bettor's
week, so
intellect right there?
45 and a half.
45 and a half total?
You see what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
God.
It's the overs,
blow
bro.
blow
So it's
that up.
45 to
James
nothing?
Madison doesn't score 13 points.
Listen, they're begging you to take the overs.
Okay.
Too low. They're
Let's see-
begging you
let's
to
see-
take 20
let's
and a half.
see what you're saying.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm the bad guy.
One
that
of
goes-
those are wrong. You're saying that it's going to win by more than 20 points. That's 3.
No, I said
touchdowns.
35.
Okay. So, but you're saying they're not going to make the over.
No, I said way over. No,
Yeah, he's saying.
I'm saying way over.
Because they did-
Oregon will cover that probably almost cover that on their own.
Okay.
I agree. They'll cover that on
I said the overs are a lot.
Wow, okay.
55, 10, something like that. I don't know.
So
I said the overs are a lot.
No, I can expect a very interesting first quarter and then a massive separation
I agree.
in the
Second, third.
second third of the game is going to
Yeah.
be a massive separation. And this idea that we're sitting people is not true.
Game by third quarter.
We have the second less shitty game. I think it's more interesting to me, a lot more interesting. But we have Tulane, number 20. They're 11-2 against number 6 Mississippi, who's 11-1
Mississippi.
without their head coach.
Tulane without their head coach.
Tulane's coaching them.
He's coaching. He's not going to Florida.
He's coaching them, but he is going to Florida. They're allowing him to coach. And he's donating $100,000 of his salary to Tulane so that they can get more NIL players. Yeah. I know it's not a lot, but
That just goes to show you what NIL they were working with.
yeah. So Ole Miss is favored by 17.5, and the over/under is 57.5.
Yeah, I like Tulane in that one. I like Tulane to cover. I don't like Tulane to win. I like Tulane to cover with that one. I think there's a lot of shit going on in Mississippi.
Yeah, you don't know how.
You're backing it up.
Backing what up?
The second time, the first time you said that the team that shouldn't be in there won't cover. Now you
the first two teams didn't have coaches that were leaving. These two teams have a coach that's already gone, pissed all over the runway when he flew out too.
Lane Kiffin ain't there no more.
He's not there anymore, and that definitely affects the dynamic of that team and the way they motivate themselves and the offensive. So many guys are actually considering of not even really playing that game. Now they're considering playing, and where's their mind at? I don't see how it is they're going to execute offensively when your offensive play caller is not there.
Like, man, fuck this dude. He didn't even want to be here. Like, yeah, I get it. I get that.
They're already on the transfer mode. They're already trying to go to LSU. Half those guys that are wanting to transfer are already in communication with their team, their agency, their parents, who are talking to LSU already. So those guys aren't even really thinking about it. Now I hope they win, but I don't think Tulane is going to go. Tulane's good.
They want to prove something. Absolutely.
So they can do it without their coach. Like they can. The Ole Miss players that just lost their coach want to prove that they can do it without.
Correct. We can win without him.
It ain't you.
100%.
It's us.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I think they cover. I think they cover. I mean, I think
17.5
too.
Yeah.
I do too.
I do too. I think
That-
They have a chip on their shoulder.
That over/under scares me.
Salim, a lot of people don't know that Salim has another business called betopposite.com. And so to all you listeners, load up on James Madison and load up on Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss covers and wins by 28.
Speaking on that, Ness, because of this podcast, we have debunked your Vegas 2.5 spread.
Oh, really?
Yes. It has completely been
We
debunked.
call it the Nestor rule, yeah.
It's the Nestor rule has
To
been
all
debunked.
you listeners out there, listen up.
Hold on a second. In college or NFL?
NFL.
Wow, the dagger.
It's been
That we have
debunked.
Last
always.
night I had
We're
the
like,
Rams plus 1.5.
Yeah, but that wasn't 2.5.
Yeah, it wasn't
That wasn't
2.5.
2.5.
It clearly doesn't watch the show because every show it comes.
I don't watch the show.
She's still trying to get fired.
I'm trying to get fired. Every time I see it come up, I just
I will follow Ness on his last. I'm taking Ole
Raymond?
Miss all the
Ole
way.
Miss all the way.
Ole Miss all the way?
They have a chip on their shoulder. They're gonna
like that.
Ole Miss,
play with
Raymond?
grit.
Tulane.
Okay.
Tulane.
I don't see how Tulane stays.
Dad, we put
No
Pitt
matter
Ole
the
Miss.
coaches.
Ole Miss.
Okay,
It's
cool.
just the level of
By
talent is
level of
different.
talent, based
Talent.
on your previous theory.
I'm talking about a team that's actually decent versus a team that's very undecisive on. Dude, I don't think y'all understand what the portal is doing to some of these teams. It has completely changed the dynamic and the mind frame going into the next game. You have players that have already been in negotiations with their NIL, with their off-field obligations, what they're getting paid.
So you're saying
They're going to LSU. Like the top 7, 8, 10 guys at Ole Miss right now are already going to LSU.
So they're not going to play hard because they don't want to get
That's
hurt.
correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
It would be a bad showing for you to, bullshit around your final game play.
But if
But that
they're
doesn't
already
matter. That's
basing
irrelevant.
you on the rest of your season is what he's saying. They don't want to hurt
I
themselves.
disagree. They think
No.
they think they can win. The
Y'all think pride plays a role in some of these games? It's money.
Your concept, your concept there applies for me for all the other non-relevant bowl games. Like most of those players on all the non-relevant bowl games have no incentive. A lot of them no incentive because they've already got deals working.
Yeah, and
transfer
I don't
portal
think
going
every
elsewhere.
single person on Ole Miss is going to
Not every single one.
caliber.
But a
Not
chance for the
everyone.
national
I think the
championship.
playoff,
Right.
playoff
For
games
the
are
national-
different.
This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
This is maybe
They're
their
sitting in
only
the
shot.
driver's seat to
Their
go to
only
the
shot.
national title.
Yeah.
They're not just trying to be too.
You know how hard it is to get to this one game that they're fighting?
I don't say they're not. I'm not. No, we're talking about covering versus winning. I think they win. I don't think they cover. And the truth is I don't think
what
they.
you're saying.
I don't think they cover because their mind's not in it like Tulane's mind's in it. That's just a.
Okay, so you're saying that if the coach was still there, then they would
It'd be
be.
blowout.
If the coach was still there, they could be a
would
Final Four
blowout.
team.
Okay.
I just don't think Tulane's
We're not going to
talented
have a
enough.
family
Guys.
brawl.
No talent.
Guys, don't underestimate when the offensive coordinator leaves a team on how much that affects the team.
I wish the
Don't
Texans
you might have the
offensive
talent
coordinator
there,
would leave.
but if you don't have a
We're gonna get to
situation,
that later. Don't worry about that.
if you don't have the guy that's calling plays in situational positions, that team is totally different.
I can call
I am
plays,
with,
and they're all
um,
going to be flea flickers.
I'm with Salim on this one.
Wow.
Just because I saw Tulane play North Texas, and I thought North Texas was a lock on that game. And I've never
We
seen,
did
I
all
never
choose-
saw,
we
I never
chose
saw
North
either of those
Texas.
teams play, but I was like, man,
We did, but
Tulane
I never
is
saw
actually
it.
good.
Really, bro?
Guys, don't
And I'm
don't
not saying they're going to win. I think they might cover, and it'll be like by
It's about
16
covering.
points or something like that.
don't
So
Well, so
underestimate.
17, you're saying
I'm saying they won't lose by 17 and a half.
Don't underestimate the second tier player that comes out of Louisiana, because
argue with
LSU
that.
gets their first batch, Tulane gets their second batch. Don't underestimate the quality of talent that comes out of Louisiana, and that is really the only show in town after LSU.
There
So,
are more players per
don't-
capita in from
Louisiana.
Louisiana
Yeah.
NFL players than anywhere else.
Don't underestimate.
Next to Texas, yeah.
Next to
That's
Texas.
insane.
No, in Florida. I think.
Y'all think I'm stupid? Like I don't know what I'm talking
We
about,
didn't
but
say
I
you're
seen
stupid.
it.
Hey,
You
he
have
played-
valid
he played at U of
arguments.
per
H.
capita.
You
He
have
played at U
valid
of H.
arguments.
I played at U of H.
Fullback.
An all black school when I
He
played
played
there.
at U of H.
Oh.
He had
What
a-
were
that
your-
was this running
what were your
back out of
stats
U
at
of
Hawaii
H
game?
that's on the panel.
All but none.
his scholarship was 3 meal passes.
We already had that conversation. They fed everybody the same. We joke about it often. What would what would we have been paid NIL had NIL been right there? And we joke about it sometimes. It's funny shit. The conversation. Yeah. I was 1 star. I was nowhere near should have been on a team, but you still joke about what should your center got, what should your linebacker, and we're like, man, back then, fucking rent.
Don't forget my extra
You know?
money, y'all.
Yeah.
$2,500 a year.
All day.
Let's move on to Miami, 10-2
Yay.
against Texas A&M, 11-1. A&M is favored by 3, and the over/under is 47.5.
A&M and heartbeat.
Okay, justify it. Let's hear it, Celine.
A&M and heartbeat.
It's a home game.
Home game.
It's a
Well,
home game.
it's a home game one, yeah, too. But
Yeah.
but the second one is what that defense does is impressive, and Miami's not
So
going to be
you
able
don't
to do.
agree what the critics have said that A&M is overrated?
A&M's not overrated.
Okay.
Miami.
Miami, you're basically picking them to win. Then you're basically picking them to win.
That's correct. And,
Yeah.
And the thing is, Texas gave Miami the footprint.
Opportunity.
Yeah, the
Yep.
the footprint to
Yep.
how to beat A&M.
Yep.
Correct.
I don't know how good of a Miami's coach is, so I'm gonna pick A&M because they're at home. But if they're
What's at
well
home?
coached
They're
and
in
well
Dallas?
prepared,
No, they're in College Station.
they're College Station.
Oh.
First playoff
Why?
game is in.
Is at
First
school?
Playoff games.
Oh.
Raymond?
Kind of like the NFL.
I like A&M to win.
13th
Okay.
man, for sure.
A&M wins by 13.
By
Ooh,
13.
I like
Numbers on-
Dag.
Hey,
Spit numbers.
12th man.
12th man. I said
13
13th
I
points.
know.
man.
I said, I was like, that's
I think Miami wins outright.
there you go.
Wow.
I think Miami wins outright.
You just killed a
I
line.
think I've seen. I don't know. I think the Marcel Reed kid, is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
I think he's
He's shakeable.
over. Yeah,
He's definitely
yeah,
shakeable.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
But, I mean, it's not like Miami's not untouchable. So
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. But I think as far as
Miami beat
quarterbacks
Notre
go,
Dame.
they by far have a better quarterback. So Miami does.
Yeah.
I that was the one thing that I said. That, the quarterback has so much experience. I say, man, that may be the winning factor for Miami. I just think A&M is probably a better coach. I love the coach.
That's a good point.
I really am.
That's a
Really
good point.
coach. And
Who were the 2 losses to for Miami? Do you know?
For Miami,
Yeah.
they lost to. Who did they lose to?
I don't know
Salim?
that.
Google will tell me.
No, hold on a second. No, Miami.
Louisville.
Louisville?
There you go.
Spoke too soon.
Louisville and SMU.
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 And they
Boo,
struggled.
both
And they
boo.
and they struggled with South Florida.
You want to
There you
change your pick?
South Florida.
Was that
Hold
early
on.
in the season?
Hold on. A&M 7-0 at home this year. Okay, there's something to be said about that. I think A&M has 6 losses at home in the last 5 years. Okay, you're not going to A&M and you're not beating them, and a team from the ACC is not walking into College Station
I know.
and going
You-
to impose their will.
That's fair.
They're just not going to do that. I think there's an element of surprise that Miami hasn't seen all season, and they're going to get it. Look, the quarterback for A&M, in my opinion, he's brittle. He can obviously be hurt. We saw it against Texas. That's true. But there's something about going to College Station that I just don't think most teams can handle.
Yeah,
Texas plays A&M in College Station this year. I don't think Texas beats them. I just think there's teams that would typically win on a neutral field or at home that don't stand a chance at College Station.
Well,
Dude, some of these 18, 19, 20-year-olds aren't ready for a 12th man like that.
Yeah,
The
they're
quarterback
psycho.
for Miami is like what 20.
No, Carson Beck's
Carson
Beck's
What team?
legit.
I hear
Georgia
you.
quarterback, right?
Yeah, Georgia quarterback. He's
Carson
played
Beck's
at-
legit.
He's played at LSU. He's played at Alabama.
How
He's
old
played
is
at all
he?
the SEC teams.
Yeah.
He's played
He's
the
very,
national
very
championship for Georgia.
Very, very
Georgia.
experienced.
To
Very
Miami.
experienced and been there, done that. Playing
If
at-
only your
yeah,
quarterback
it's-
could win you the game.
No, I get that, but I'm saying that's the only thing that I feel is the one key to the puzzle that makes me think that maybe Miami could pull it off.
Experience.
Well, you're talking now. Okay, so what's the conversation? Are we winning or are we losing? I'm talking about covering. I think A&M covers for sure, but I definitely don't think they're losing.
If
Three
you
and a
go to
half?
Miami,
3.5.
like you said
No,
earlier,
3.
you're essentially saying they're picking them to win.
Yeah, if
At
you're thinking Miami
At
at 3, then you're picking them to basically win.
No, I'm picking Miami to win. All right.
Okay.
Wow.
Money line.
You and the Salazar boys are
What did you
aligned.
say the score would be?
I
How much
said
did
the
you say?
Cowboys.
13.
I want to ask
13?
a question
A&M by
about
13.
Yeah.
the 12th man. Does the 12th man really matter?
Big time.
If it's a playoff game.
Big
they
time.
don't have their home crowd. This
Big
is
time.
not a home
Ask
No,
the
it is a
Rams.
home game.
Ask the Rams last night.
Listen,
Ask the
You're
Rams
saying
last
that
night.
they don't have,
yes, they're playing in that stadium for sure.
but it's split
It's
ticket,
not-
split stadium.
Yeah, they're not getting their home crowd. It's not like you're going to get a student section. You're not going to get the same level of intensity.
Oh, you're saying it's a split.
Yeah, it's a split.
Yes, it's in the
split
same
stadium.
stadium, but it's
Yeah.
not a 12th man situation. So every time they hike a ball, crowd's not going to go crazy, and everybody's not going to throw a fit just because the other team does something crazy. You see what I'm saying? So
That's a new dynamic for College
I
Station.
can promise you that Miami will not travel half
Thank
that
you.
stadium.
Thank you. That's cool.
I can promise you that
Where are you
Miami-
flying? Where are
yeah.
you flying into
my-
for College
that
Station?
applies to
Where-
about 10 programs in NCAA. Only about 10 programs. Ohio State, the Florida and all that.
Yeah, Miami doesn't
Texas
travel
and
like that. Miami's a
Alabama and all
9,000
that, but
student
Miami doesn't
capacity.
travel well at all.
Miami doesn't travel well. Miami can't even sell out the Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah, yeah,
Get the
exactly.
fuck out of here with that. There's
Exactly.
no shot that they might have 10,000 fans, maybe 12,000 fans, but
In
you're
total,
talking about 115,000 people
They
in
can
that
go to
in that
College
place.
Station or chill in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say no teams win out of Miami only because it's too nice there. It's too
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah.
Well, Miami did a great job in Pittsburgh the other day. Let me tell you that one.
So moving on to Alabama and Oklahoma.
Oof.
This is a
the best game this weekend.
best game this weekend. Oklahoma is favored by 1.5. The over/under is 40.5 points.
Where?
That's because they're in Oklahoma.
In
right?
Oklahoma.
Nestor's rule.
Alabama.
I think that's
No,
think
no
Alabama-
Nestor's
Doesn't
rule.
matter.
No, I'm not
Nes-
saying. I'm saying Alabama.
1.5.
Alabama.
All day.
Alabama.
I think Alabama all day.
Alabama all day long.
I'm going
Plus
Alabama.
1.5.
Alabama minus 1?
1.5.
1.5?
Is Alabama?
No.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma 1.5.
Yeah, Alabama plus
They're
1.5.
saying that Alabama's going to win.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. All right. It's just because Oklahoma doesn't have an offense.
The
Period.
quarterback is.
Yeah.
Mateer is. I'm going
Alabama by a
OU, man.
touchdown.
Oh, broke it.
Killed the lot.
I'm going OU.
You're going to Oklahoma.
One, they
Oklahoma?
already beat him this year, so they clearly have the recipe to beat him. But two, I just think Alabama, these last few games going into the end of the season,
It's been rough.
I thought what they did against Auburn was disgusting. I thought the argument that they had to be out of the actual playoffs
Correct.
was legit after the Auburn game. Keep in mind, Auburn took them to the last possession, literally the last possession. Auburn won. Auburn went 1-6 in the SEC.
That
Okay,
poor dude.
I don't see how it is that OU lays an egg, and I at home, shit, man. I just don't see it. I think OU covers. I think OU wins. You know, it's hard to beat a team that you've beaten once before. I get that.
Yeah.
I played baccarat with this guy.
Are you
He
sure
likes
you're
to
not
go
an
opposite.
attorney?
Gag laughs because he knows it's true.
Bro, they just
knows
proved
it's
your.
true. I
They
played
just
baccarat
proved
with
your
this
plus
guy. You
two
can
and a
have
half.
Most of
six
Oklahoma's
players in
wins
baccarat. He's going to go
are-
banker.
They're
Just
barely
to you.
winning these games.
Most of your plus 2.5 theory just got proved.
Well, you
They
didn't
beat
know that
Alabama
until they
by
said it.
2 back in November.
Where was that game at?
Alabama.
Boom.
It comes down to
In
Now you're
Alabama?
trying. Now you're
Yeah.
trying to bring them home.
That was a 2-point win against Alabama at Alabama
who?
Oklahoma.
a month ago.
It doesn't matter.
Bro, I'm telling you, the caliber of Alabama
They're
you've
not
seen.
the s- What week was that, by the way?
Just last month. So
Three games ago.
3 games ago.
It's about the same time that Alabama started sliding off.
I think
I
it's
agree.
That's the reason why
Maybe
Alabama.
a false belief.
Keep
I
in
don't know.
mind,
I'm-
keep in mind, Alabama's one of those teams that we were all thinking should have been out of this whole thing.
I'll side text
Correct.
on that one.
Is that not right? Alabama was
Yes.
was one or two teams that we're saying
Yeah.
had no business being
Yeah.
in this
Correct.
time.
I believe they only
Especially
got in
Texas
I believe they
beat
only got in
them.
there because
Yeah.
of their name.
Okay, so let's put that into perspective when you're thinking about who's going to cover that 1, 2.5.
okay,
David, you
I'll
said-
go
And they're also the team that
Oklahoma.
always
Alabama.
comes back and
Alabama?
wins. And,
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma.
He
Alabama.
made a valid argument.
did.
huh?
He
Who
did.
said Oklahoma? You, David, have you picked yet? No.
I did.
He chose
What'd you say?
Alabama.
I said Alabama.
You said Alabama.
Yeah.
So Oklahoma is Selena
Alabama.
win. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have a lock for the weekend.
Wow.
We don't have a
We
lock.
don't. We're
Except
still
for
looking
the
for
over
it.
is in that one game.
Yeah.
The Oregon game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just so everybody remembers, Oklahoma lost to Texas 23-6.
Oh God,
that's true.
We know about that one.
You're welcome. 6
At the
points.
Red River Rivalry.
All right, so-
in which they were down a bunch of players.
I'm going to move on to the NFL. Woohoo! I've got some
Hurry up, because we're
interesting
already
games
over an
here.
hour.
Who gives a shit?
Um,
Edit this thing up. Chop
right.
it. Look, the alternative is I got to go hang out with my wife. Like,
Can
we just talk?
That's okay.
Edit that.
No, it
that.
actually will go really well in my house. Play it.
Oh my God.
The first one, it's very intriguing. So, dealer's
Do you
choice.
feel
I
that
picked
one?
4 games out of the NFL.
Oh God.
Chargers, 10-4, against the Cowboys.
Come on, Cowboys.
Cowboys, 6-7-1. Cowboys are favored by 1.5.
I'm surprised by that.
Over under is 49
Where's the game at?
points in
Dallas.
Dallas, for some reason, has an opportunity at home always. Like I don't know what it is, but they always have an opportunity at home. I think they suck, but they have an opportunity at home. They put up points at home. This last game was an anomaly, in my opinion, but at home, I think they put up points.
He's gonna shit all over me.
Okay.
Nah.
Go ahead.
Literally.
That's your, why are they favored?
Why are they
Why is
favored?
Dallas favored here?
Because
Give me-
Vegas likes Dallas.
You know, I don't know.
Number one
why
offensive
they're
in the
favored,
league.
other than they're just a big offensive powerhouse at home.
That's it.
You know, but
Which got shut out against Minnesota.
The Chargers are well coached and have a great defense. I'm going with Chargers plus 1.5. I'm sorry.
I agree. If Minnesota
Raisin.
could do,
Chargers
Rory?
win by touchdown, 7 to 10
Rory,
points.
how do you feel?
Oh.
I don't just sheer at homeness. Just gonna say Cowboys.
Proximity.
Shocker.
Okay.
Chargers by a touchdown.
hold on, I have a question.
Chargers by a
I
touchdown.
have a question.
7 to 10
I have a
points.
question.
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna be the difference in that game that they actually win?
We're gonna run the ball. They can't. They have a problem stopping the run.
Interesting.
Fair answer.
Okay.
That's a fair answer.
Okay. Lou?
And you could say it with some more enthusiasm.
Every time I get too excited,
Yeah, we
they
we
lose
blew up.
real bad. They shit the bed, you know. So I'm like, let me just
Every
say,
time.
every time I get really
You're
excited.
like,
It's
and you tell me I'm bad.
3 games ago, I said once we beat Kansas City, we're doing this damn
Super
thing.
Bowl.
We're coming. Well, at least we're going to the playoffs.
This our year. This our year. This our
No,
year.
no, that's just shit. Y'all say I say that. I never said that.
That-
But I'm saying that we at least had a better opportunity once we beat the Chiefs. And then every game since then, they reverted back to.
Well, now you realize how bad the Chiefs are. So now that win is.
But we also beat the Eagles.
That's true. That's true.
We also beat the Eagles.
Lou?
I'm gonna be a partner to my man, and let's use the boys.
Keep those playoff hopes alive.
I didn't say nothing
Vinny?
about that.
8%.
0.8%.
0.8%.
You're saying there's a chance.
0.8%.
I'm going for the Cowboys.
Wow.
Simply because I'm rooting for them. Because I want the Chargers to lose.
That's
because
that's
I
fair.
want
That makes sense.
Good
That's a
one.
good one. Yeah, I
I
like
am
that.
going to be a big Cowboys fan this weekend.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Just for the Texans.
I
agree.
don't care how you call it.
The
Well,
AFC.
yeah. I'm rooting for you this
I
weekend,
don't
Ray.
care what the reason is.
I think the Cowboys cover. I do think the Cowboys win.
Okay.
See?
It was a -1. It's just they win.
I think the Cowboys win. Cowboys cover.
It's another tie.
Well said, Slim.
Cowboys win. Cowboys cover.
The last pick was brought to you by betopposite.com.
Cowboys win. Cowboys cover.
Risky,
I do. I think they put other.
betopposite.com.
Next one I got
I think they win.
is the Jags 10-4
Eek.
against the Broncos.
That's a great
12-2.
game.
That's
Where's the game at?
It's in Denver.
It's in Denver.
Denver's
Bronx.
favored by 3.5,
Heavy.
Ooh, 3.5.
and the over/under is 47.
Fuck that hook.
Bronx.
Jags.
Heavy.
I'm taking Jags. With that hook, 3.5. That's a
I
field goal
have to go
game.
Broncos
I agree. I
'cause
think
don't
I
want
think
Jags
Broncos
to
win by 3.
That's a field goal game.
By 6.
The Broncos will win by double digits.
Yeah.
Whoa. Broncos money line.
Jags are overrated.
You're about to go,
You're crazy.
Jags are
Great.
Bro.
Just win.
you're about to go to
Dak?
Mile High.
I'll text you Sunday at 3 p.m.
You're about to
This
go
is
to Mile High.
I look at the
See, this is the problem.
Wait, how do I
hold on.
answer the group
I look
chat?
at the Jags record, and I don't know how they got there.
You don't
I
want
do.
I think they're very overrated.
Who's that?
Jags. Jags are very overrated.
You
Yes.
agree with me?
I don't know how they get there, how they're there right now. They're overrated, and the Broncos win by 10 points.
Do you think the Broncos are overrated?
No, Jags are overrated.
No, I'm asking. Do you think the Broncos are?
No, they're about
They're
what I
beatable.
expect.
I think they're beatable.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Texas,
Yeah.
Texas
I think
almost
it could
beat
be
them with a crappy
Yeah.
offensive line that wasn't
Yeah.
playing well at the time.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
CJ
it's
Stroud
Mills.
got knocked
No,
out in
sorry.
the first half.
First
CJ
of all,
got knocked
fuck
out.
CJ
So it's
Stroud.
Mills.
Yeah.
How many wins does the Jags have?
10.
It's gonna be so hard on her.
Okay.
So hard on her.
Okay.
Sorry, CJ.
My grandpa would say
Sorry.
the levels of pendejo that have just been explained here
that-
makes no sense. If you've got 10 wins at this point in the season, I don't give a shit who you go through. I don't care how many times your Texans have fucking won. If you go through 10 wins at this point in the season, you're respectable opponent. There's no way that these guys are going to get blown out of any game at this point of the season. Now that we've seen what we've seen, this overrated bullshit, this idea that they can't go on the road, whatever it is that we're saying, I'm telling you that the Jags can easily compete in that game. I think it's a field goal game. I still think that Denver wins because there's just something about playing in Seattle, something about playing in Denver. There's something about playing
The
in
altitude.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
There's something about playing in some of these places where it makes it really
But I just
hard.
think that a lot of people still have a question mark on Trevor Lawrence.
100%.
Like he's just like, oh yeah, he's been this guy. He hasn't been this guy. He's been this guy. And he's just like,
Especially on the road.
exactly.
Especially on the
he
road.
has played well
He's played well.
recently.
Especially on the
I
road.
chose Broncos just because of AFC South.
Got it.
I don't want
Oh, another move.
Because of what?
Smart.
AFC
AFC South.
South.
Yes.
Nice.
That's true.
Vinny?
Oh,
Same?
Broncos all
No.
day.
Okay.
You chose the Broncos because he's got better hair than you.
The Jags.
That's why you chose
The
it.
Jags last.
Don't be mad at him.
You talking about Bo Nix?
The Jags. Listen to the Jags. The Jags' last 4 wins. All right, they beat the Jets.
Thank you.
Right, they beat the Colts, who are not the old
Exactly.
Colts. They're
Yeah.
the new Colts.
Exactly.
They beat Tennessee.
All right.
They beat Arizona in overtime.
Yeah.
In overtime.
They're overrated.
The Colts are not nothing.
Okay.
Well, they're not what
Okay.
they
Hold
used
on.
to be.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What's the Denver? What's the Denver last 4 games?
I'll tell you.
I mean, you want to piss all over Jags?
They beat Green Bay.
Green Bay's good.
Where?
In
At home.
Denver.
In
Okay.
Denver. They
Doesn't
beat
matter.
Vegas. They beat
Ooh.
Washington. They beat
Powerhouse. 2
Kansas
powerhouses.
City. And they beat that's 5 in a row. How many have they got? They beat Raiders twice.
Oh my God! Some powerhouses.
But
that
Green
you just
Bay and
listed.
Kansas City, you said, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
Kansas
Wait.
City is
Kansas
not-
City.
yeah,
Kansas City
who
is no
cares?
better than the
They
Titans
had-
right
They
now.
had Mahomes.
well,
They had
Mahomes
Mahomes.
it didn't matter.
it comes to coaching. I think I'm gonna give Sean.
Listen,
Payton
don't
the-
talk about Andy Reid like that.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Do
That's
not
her
talk about
crush.
Andy Reid like
Andy
that.
Reid's her crush.
Oh.
He's not my crush. It's a daddy issue. It's a complex. He looks like my dad. I love him.
Who? Andy Reid?
Yeah.
Looks like your dad.
Yeah.
My dad's a white
Your
man
dad's
with
white?
a mustache.
Like that, with the mustache like that. So
Strong play.
So he has a soft
see that
spot.
I didn't put you on the white big dad with a
My
mustache.
last name is York.
I didn't know your last name, but I'm just saying I didn't put you on the IHOP server. That's pretty strong.
all right, so we got the last 2 games. Patriots 11-3 against the Ravens 7-7.
Yeah.
And the Ravens are favored by 3.
Oh,
Baltimore?
I'm assuming
Oh,
it in
yeah.
Baltimore. Yeah.
And is it
I'm assuming
Not-
New England has nothing to play for. Is that what it is? Or
no.
No, they
Well, they're
do.
in the playoffs,
They do.
but
No,
no,
they're playing
they
for home
could have
field.
clinched this past game. That they did not.
Yeah.
Oh, they
No.
lost. Yeah,
Yeah, the
No,
Bills
New
did-
England's playing for the division.
Number one seed. Well, they're
Number
playing
one
for number
seed.
one
No,
seed.
number one
And number 1 seed. For the
Broncos are
division.
number one right now.
If they lose and Buffalo wins,
Yeah, Patriots for me.
Was the quarterback
Patriots for me.
playing
Patriots,
for
same.
Baltimore.
Yeah, Drake May is real
I'll
deal.
take
And
the Patriots.
Lamar
Vrabel,
playing?
Vrabel's the shit.
Patriots
He's
covering
healthy
or
now, yeah.
money line?
I mean, if the Patriots cover, they win. So
Basically,
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's a 3.
What do you
It's a
say?
line.
it's
Yeah,
Patriots.
I thought it was
Patriots
7.
-3.
no, Ravens -3.
Yeah.
I'm saying Patriots win.
I'm saying Patriots win outright.
Same.
I hate to see Drake May play so well. They are looking good.
Baltimore's still in the hunt.
They are.
Yes.
When
They
does
are.
Baker Mayfield play?
How are they?
And they're-
what is
it's
their
simple.
record?
They're
7-6?
7-7.
Well,
Who's
Pittsburgh is
playing this weekend?
No. Pittsburgh?
Who's
Well,
Pittsburgh
they just beat
They're playing
Miami
the
on Monday.
Lions. They're playing
Right.
the Lions.
Oh,
at
the
If
Lions.
Pittsburgh loses and Ravens win, then Ravens, I think, are the
No,
division lead.
that's incorrect. It's tie, and Pittsburgh's got the tiebreaker.
Ooh.
Right now,
There's still
Pittsburgh's
two
a
games
game
play
up.
each other though? Do they
There would
play each
still
other
be
in the
2
last
games
two
left.
Last game of the year.
That's right. There you go.
Last game of the year.
So I like Baltimore. Here's why I like Baltimore, because their defense looked really solid last week.
Oh,
Really solid.
Is Lamar healthy now?
Yeah, he's back.
yeah, he's back.
I'm going to go with Ness.
Yeah. I like Baltimore.
Raymond,
Home with all
Cowboys?
Raymond's taking the Cowboys.
Baltimore.
It's a
Cowboys.
playoff-
Cowboys.
It's a
win.
playoff game.
Yeah, it's a
playoff
playoff
game.
game for Baltimore.
Playoff
They
game.
can't lose.
I chose
Can't lose.
Patriots.
Okay.
Can you imagine what that locker room was like after that game, or even the week building up to this game that they're about to play against the Ravens? I mean, the Patriots gave up an absolute dumpster fire against the Bills.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine the level of fire that
Vrabel.
exists in
No,
the
you're right. I
Patriots
forgot
locker room?
about that. Yeah.
Like, you're going to have this conversation of, we got an opponent, we got a conference foe, we've got a rival. You're going to have that whole thing going on. That's fine. As humans, to give up what they gave up against the Bills, there's just a different fire, I think, from the Patriots this year or this game than I think the
I
Ravens
think
can
they got
handle.
the right man leading the way also.
Well,
Drake May.
Vrabel's a nuts, man. He's nuts. He's awesome.
He's a great coach.
I like
He's awesome.
I
man.
like him too. Players coach.
He's a great players coach.
Players coach.
Yeah, and I love how he just took it. He took his medicine after the post game. He's just, they were better than us. I mean, the way he worded it, if you have an opportunity to look at it, was just, that's why they pay him $60 million. I mean, he just hit everything on the head after that game. But I think the fire that's going to be coming out of the Patriots this game is not going to be comparable to what it is that the Ravens are bringing to the table.
I just can't bet against Lamar Jackson in this situation.
Yes.
This is a must win.
This ain't the Lamar Jackson.
He's the MVP.
This ain't the Lamar Jackson of 22.
Their,
Yeah,
their
must
defense
win.
looks solid.
I agree. It's not the same guy.
This ain't the
but
Lamar
I just
Jackson.
don't know what to expect, what he's going to put out there on the field.
This Lamar Jackson ain't rolling
he's
around
capable.
that field with confidence. He doesn't have
Last
the
game,
confidence.
it's
Take the best for last.
yeah. I mean, it's the Raiders against the Texans.
Oh,
I'm more
gosh.
concerned about the spread and the over. The spread is 14.5, and the over/under is 37.5.
I don't like it.
Where's the game at?
I don't like it.
In Houston.
Energy.
Texans.
No, it's
Texans.
in Vegas. We're in Vegas.
No, it's in Houston.
Let's see.
Houston.
Is it?
Texans. Texans.
Why do we
If it
play
was
at
in
3
Vegas, I
then?
wouldn't be here right now.
Noon game.
No, it's 3.
Hey, let me ask you. Noon
at
game.
3.
Three.
Honest.
You know what?
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Y'all are fucking retarded with that team. I think the Texans definitely put on a show offensively, so I think they cover that.
Why do y'all think why is everybody afraid of this game? This should be your lot.
This is not afraid. This is not afraid.
This should be your lot.
Because it's a
You
long.
would say that about the Cowboys.
That's a lot of points.
Not against the fucking Raiders.
That's a lot of points, bro. That's a lot of points.
I'm
You
asking
play
the
to the
question.
level
That
of
no,
your
Sometimes.
opponent.
my Cowboys for sure.
Listen, Texans win by cover easily, and the only reason why
Don't
is
talk
because
about
the
Ness.
Raiders need a quarterback, and they're tied for last
Oh,
place.
they
with-
wanna lose.
and they want to lose.
and
they don't care. They have no incentive to win. They don't
But it's
care
Pete
to
Carroll still, right?
Oh, he's washed up.
Oh, hard.
He's washed
I'm
up.
not saying that he's going
win.
to.
So they're tied.
Yeah, hard.
They're tied for last place with Tennessee and Giants.
Texans
and
covered.
Tennessee and Giants have a quarterback, right? So really, I mean, and then
Who's quarterbacking for the Raiders anyway?
Raiders,
Geno
Geno
Smith.
Smith.
Yeah.
No, he got hurt. No, he got hurt.
Well,
I don't know.
whoever
Okay,
you know nothing.
Exactly.
Geno Smith is your starter. It doesn't
You got-
get better.
You guys,
So-
yeah.
And Geno Smith is not a bad quarterback. I think he had a bad offensive scheme, much like Shador. I think they're in a bad situation. So, yeah, I think that it shouldn't even be a game. Just Shador's terrible.
It's terrible. He was a good college quarterback. That's it.
Have you watched any games?
No, I'm with you on that one.
Have you watched any games?
I actually think he has a really good. He has a lot of upside.
Oh yeah, he does.
Put him in a good scenario. I think he has a lot
If
of
he
upside.
was a white dude throwing the same stats, y'all are crown him goddamn Superman.
Here we go.
Well, hey, I looked at the stats last game.
Maybe not last game, but
Last game was
again,
not good.
look at overall. He ran for a touchdown, threw for 2, over 300
So,
yards passing. Y'all wouldn't say,
all
"Oh,
the-
well, then he's
How did
washed."
we move on to Cleveland? What happened here?
Washed.
Shador Sanders is the most popular athlete amongst high school kids.
Who is?
Shador Sanders.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like
Well,
that's all I hear
on a-
about.
on a
They're
sorry
like,
ass
hey,
team.
can we watch this Browns game? From my stepson, he's
Yeah.
a senior in high
Because
school.
of
He's
him.
like, can we watch it? I'm like, why? He's like,
Social
Shador.
media,
I'm
buddy.
like,
So
Shador.
What do they like about him?
I don't know.
Social media, maybe?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He
The
gets
last
traded this
general
year. He goes to a Miami. He goes to a Colts. He explodes. My honest opinion. I think he does
So,
really
so
well.
you blame. Thank you for blaming the team
Of
for
course.
his failure.
I mean, some of the shit that's going on, conspiracy theory, but some of the shit that's going on with that head coach and the way that they've got that chemistry going, I mean, it's gross. It's
Texas
gross.
coverage.
Did you hear about the
Texas
wristband
coverage.
situation?
We moved on to a different team.
I see that. Yeah.
Did you hear about the? Hold on.
Let's get back to the Texans.
Did you hear about the wristband situation with Shador
He
Sanders?
lost it on the sideline or something.
No, they took it off because they wanted to put in a few plays. So he has, his quarterbacks have a wristband with all their plays. Well, it takes them all fucking week to put that wristband together, right? In the middle of the first quarter, they took the wristband off of him for like 2 drives, so that way they can go print up a new one for him.
So, they didn't
So
have
you're
one printed
basically
already.
put your dude on an island with no wristband. Your entire team with expecting him to fail. It's just like the level of sabotage that I feel has been going on with that kid is just grotesque. And the wristband
Sanders?
thing. Yes.
Sanders, yeah.
The wristband
I
thing
was
for
talking about
me.
Geno Smith, not Seth.
No, well, the conversation went to
And race has zero relevance. It could be Asian, it could be brown, it could be whatever, Indian,
Why
it could
have
be
the Asian
black, and it's just. I don't think he's a winner. I mean, I don't.
Who?
Geno Smith.
Backup quarterback.
if he was playing for
No,
Seattle,
we
you would
talked
say
about
different.
Earlier we said Geno.
If Geno Smith was playing for Seattle and that quarterback, that coach that was over at Seattle, if he was playing there, you'd say differently.
Instead of Sam Darnold.
Geno Smith's probably one of the best system quarterbacks we've ever seen.
Good quality.
System quarterbacks. Yeah.
Best system
next to
quarterbacks.
Cody Carlson.
Next to
And
Russell
Let's get
Wilson.
back to. Let's get
And
back
Case
to.
Keenum.
Let's
There
get
you
back to.
go.
So everybody,
Let's get back to Texas.
we had our pick. I think
Texans.
Texans are going to cover.
Texans lock.
Texans.
33-3.
Yeah.
So not covering the over.
Yes. Oh, not coming the over.
37 and a half.
Question.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to take the over.
There we go.
Hey.
Technical.
So are we all in agreement
Put
that the
all those
Texans will
bets
win
in.
this week?
Yes.
Texans,
So Texans is a
Texans
lock.
win.
That's the lock.
We have
for the
one lock
lock.
this
We have
week.
One lock. Yeah.
In Oregon, we got
Well, what's the lock? The lock is that they win, or the lock is that they cover.
No, like I said, we all agree
And we
that this one thing will happen.
and
And
we
Vince
see.
is gonna act like.
Vince is gonna have his ass cheeks
Oh my god!
puckered at the
He's
first.
the worst person to watch a fucking.
They're gonna kick the field goal. The other team will kick a field goal on their first drive.
Up by
Oh, we lost.
Scores last time. He's like, they
You should be glad we didn't talk about Baker Mayfield today.
Over, done.
We throw that in. Hey, I'm with you, Vince. Am I the only one that sees that they're just field goal university?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They settle for field goals way too much.
talking
Yeah, no, we need to score
Texans,
touchdowns.
it's field goal you, man.
That's all
Yeah.
we do.
Field goal you.
Kaimi's not even.
He was skirting the uprights the other day.
I text my friends all the time. Field goal you, as in field goal university. All they can do.
No,
Vinny,
the
Vinny, will
worst is
will
they'll
Baker Mayfield go to the
get,
playoffs?
like, a
Oh, my God.
40-yard pass or run
And then stop.
5.
Probably
and then
not.
it's a field
Fall
goal.
asleep.
So.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And it's
because
fucking sucks.
CJ
That run up the middle,
gets
y'all can't do the fucking run up the
You
middle.
can't do
None of
22
you
dive.
ever do it.
22 dive.
Yes.
CJ
First
has
and
a
second
problem
down.
on
Grab the
third
gut.
down.
What's that?
Yeah.
CJ Stroud has a problem on third
Okay.
downs. He gets sacked. He
He
gets
said-
sacked
he
on
said
like
22.
70% of
He
third
does.
downs.
He does. He does.
Sorry, CJ. Never mind her. All right.
I have a random question before we end this episode, and you don't have to answer it. And if you want to answer, you can lie.
Are we all answering
No,
this?
for you three, our three guests. What is the most you have either lost
Oh God.
or won
Oh, that's not a question for me.
on a sports bet?
Oh my God.
Ness, I want to hear
Nestor's
Ness
gonna
All
laugh.
right, guys. It was
I
great
wanna hear Ness
having you
laugh.
here. Thank you.
Nestor's gonna pass.
Oh boy.
One.
I'm sorry.
One play.
I'm sorry, honey.
Val, don't turn
You
it
could
off,
choose. You could choose a bet. It doesn't have to be the most or
Yeah.
just choose a.
I'm not as wild as this one.
Val. You're not as
My-
rich as that one either.
That's true. That's true. I'm also not as old. Okay. I'm not as old.
Yeah, he's got 15 years on this guy.
Dang, one play.
So
play?
One bet.
So
one bet.
part of the process in this answering of the question is how much do we want to expose?
Right.
Okay,
You don't
so
have
it's
to. I
it's
can
not.
edit all this out. I'm just curious. Yeah.
To answer.
You know, or the
don't-
most like
I don't
either
risk.
You
invigorating.
don't have to give the
or-
most. Like if you,
Yeah, I don't risk a lot. Like,
Okay, how about this?
If I lose, I'm gonna lose.
God.
If I lose, I'm gonna lose like 10K. If I'll
10K?
lose 10K on a bet.
okay.
But I've won maybe on my biggest play
Not one.
25
Okay.
like that.
It was the risk.
Was that
made
the
it. It wasn't-
Carlton Woods
The
massacre?
risk, the risk
And
was
the
the
only-
question.
the
The
only-
risk was the question. Not what you won, because you could have paid. You could have bet $3,000 and won more than 25K.
Yeah, I'm like, mine was like $500.
No, I will answer.
I lost 4 separate plays chasing. I put $10,000 on the Chiefs this last year against the Eagles. I put $10,000 to cover that. Obviously, that lost. But I also bet them first half. And when you make half bets, you then chase and you try to overcorrect second half. And they were down, and so I remember chasing. I lost. Fuck.
40.
I lost. Yeah, 30. I think it was like $38,000. I lost.
boy.
That's the biggest loss I've had in one 60-minute period, and you know it's gross.
Now let's talk
It's
about
gross.
the Carlton Woods massacre.
But that was speculative.
I will put my athletic ability against you all day, any day. Doesn't matter.
It
the
was a
cost,
running back
all-
for you of
every
8,
fucking
okay?
day. Every fucking day.
That's
Right now,
Hey,
right now,
every day.
look at you, look at him. I got my
I'm
money
not.
on
It
him.
had nothing to do
Oh,
with
come
physical
on.
ability. He's wearing a fucking small shirt. It had nothing to do with abilities. I'm telling you.
Nestor?
All right, Nestor.
I like to bet big on Super Bowls. I really do. And
Do you play all bets on Super Bowls? All
I
the
bet
prop
typically I
bets?
bet like 20% of it, and like in the first half to have a little action.
20% of what number?
25. Stop. I'm not gonna say an amount, but I've lost a Ferrari and won a Ferrari in the Super Bowl.
Ay, ay, ay.
So I won a Ferrari in the last Super Bowl. How's that?
Hey, yeah.
You took the Eagles.
Yeah.
Wow.
First half, first everything.
You remember we were? I got a great.
I did.
I got a great story.
You remember that?
I got a great story. We're
Dax,
in Vegas
numbers.
a few years ago.
Swears.
We're in Vegas a few years ago. It's probably about 30 of us, 20 of us. And we're just smashing them at the Baccarat table like 3-4 hours before the kickoff. And we've got to work our way over to the top floor, get ourselves ready for the Super Bowl watch party. And we think we're on top of the world. Like we're betting like $5,000-$10,000 a hand, and we're just like on top of the world. Maybe Nestor's a little bit more, but at the end of the day, there's 6 seats. And 4 of us are just on fire. Can't lose, right? We're up probably $500,000 over this shoe. And then all of a sudden, this dude comes up, and he was just like, it was like,
Was he Asian?
it was, no, it was a white dude. White dude.
It's Baccarat.
It was like a Frank Lucas moment. Like the dude showed, like, out of nowhere. And it's very, like, the etiquette is very proper when it comes to Baccarat.
Yes.
This dude just showed up.
Shame you.
This dude just showed up and was like, 50,000. And we're like, the fuck is this guy? Out of nowhere, he hits. All of a sudden, the table goes berserk. He is now the ringleader, and we're like, whatever he bets, like this takes balls. He hits again. Next thing you know, he's up like $400,000 just on the table. Well, on the last hand that he wins, he's like, I'm taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles. He's from Philly. And he's like, I'm taking the Eagles. And we're like, you ain't fucking taking the Eagles. Like, no one's taking the Eagles. Like, you're not taking the Eagles. This is 3-4 years ago. Like, you're not taking the fucking Eagles. He's like, I'm taking the Eagles. He puts down his, when you make a bet at the sports book, you get your little receipt, your little ticket. And he puts down the receipt, and we can all see what's going on. he put down a $1 million bet for the Eagles to cover. And so immediately we all like went back into our turtle shell and we're like, holy fuck. Oh my God. Like, I can't even place a bet next to this dude. This dude's on full tilt. So that session ended. Long story short, we end up going to watch party. And this dude is at a sofa for like 20 by himself, which means he paid like $10,000 for this table. So he's sitting at this by himself, right? And it was just possession after possession after possession. And we're just like, we forgot about our bets because we felt so bad for the dude. The dude's just sitting there in misery, and we couldn't help but like look back, to look back. Okay, he's there. He ain't killed himself yet. Okay, he's still there. But dude, he put $1 million on that fucking game, and it was a legit ticket, full $1 million. And dude, when the place erupted against him, like I morally felt terrible because everyone's I forget who they were even playing, but everyone's rooting for the other team, right? And he's the only dude, and there was only a few of us who knew what he had bet. There were only a few of us who knew what he had bet.
I bet he got it back last year.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Probably. If he still had that money.
Was that the Super Bowl where the Chiefs slid at the 1 yard line to end the game?
I don't remember.
Remember that?
I don't remember. Yeah.
I don't remember what it is, but that's the biggest bet I've ever seen, heard of. I mean, obviously, Mattress Mac does his thing, but this dude had $1 million ticket. This dude had $1 million ticket, and everybody, mind you, we had already won a bunch of money. Everybody just shriveled up and was like, "Oh shit!"
My biggest loss was the Peyton Manning Denver.
The safety
Cam Newton in the Carolina. I took Cam Newton. I thought he was I thought they were a better team, and they probably were. Just anyways, and then the biggest win was last year with Philadelphia for sure.
Good for you, man.
Money bags.
Good for you. Well, it all averages out. At the end of the day, it averages out.
Yeah, you guys aren't.
So you have winning years, you have shitty years.
Yeah.
Degenerate gamblers, that's what y'all are.
This weekend, Texans won San Francisco and Denver to win, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah.
San Francisco beat Indy, I believe.
all day.
And then,
You're saying the Texans want.
If the Texans win, which they should, obviously, and Denver beats Jags and San Francisco beats Indy, Houston is the division winner.
Yeah.
Division winner.
Yeah. Be a tiebreaker. Yeah.
Which they control their own destiny. They have to win out. They have to win out at Chargers next week, which is a big deal.
Chargers is a big deal.
Yeah.
And then we got the Colts, but
I think the Jags win personally.
if
So
Phillip Rivers is played or not.
Yep.
Or Anthony Richardson.
what a great
Did you see how he
story.
looked though?
All right, guys. Well, that concludes another episode. Thank you so much. This was fucking entertaining. Merry Christmas.